The lights that you're now seeing are from Walmart. The white ones, and they're supposed to be warm white. They might look like pure white. These ones right here, these blue ones, are GE continuous on, and they're both 50 lights. I don't remember if these ones are split or not. And in that tree, it's a quaking aspen and starting to die. Probably be the last year I light it, I'm not sure. But it has around 10 strings of 50 lights. 10 strings with each string having 50 lights, and the green are the same. That's in the red. The red lights that you see in this video are 50 lights per string, and about 10. I didn't take a good count. And the green that's down the trunk, that's about, they're all GE 50 lights, and I believe there's four strings. There are I think there's 3. And these flashing lights that came from Modern Display, they're about $7.99 a piece. I don't remember. And each one of these strings are anywhere from $11 to $14, $15 a piece. Now these lights right here, the blue are GE, and that's a string of 50 lights. The yellow are also 50 lights, but they're from Modern Display. I think it's just their brand, but they're a no-name brand. But they're not generic. They're a really good string of lights so far. And the green in this tree, there's 3 strings. And on this trunk right here, and they're GE 50 lights. And the purple, they might not look in the camera, but they are purple. There are, I believe, 3 strings of lights. And the ones that are across the fence here, obviously they're icicle lights. That's 1 string, and I believe there's about 600 lights on that one right there. These right here are also GE lights, kind of sagged, but they still look good. And this is my attempt at fire. I like the way it looks. I don't know how anyone else, what you might think. I hope you enjoy it. But these ones are also from Modern Display, their brand. And the stockings also came from Modern Display. This tree came from Modern Display, but half the tree was out when I got it. And I didn't realize that, and I just decided to leave it up. I'll have to fix it next year. Now these lights right here, these teardrop, snowdrop, whatever you want to call them, they came from Target. I like them. They are actually a little too close, so I had to find other ways than what I actually wanted. I kind of wanted to put them in this pine tree, but it wouldn't have worked out, so I decided to string them across. And these snowflakes also came from Target. The sun has actually damaged tubing, but they still I still like the way they look. Sorry, I wasn't watching what I was watching the screen. But these lights, these icicle lights, they came from Home Depot. I kind of like them. I haven't really liked the colors they've chosen on these, but I do like the red and green. I just wish they were, instead of just red, green, and blue as a solid color, I wish they would choose. I wish they'd have them do this solid color light show in other colors too. And they came from Home Depot. Oh, these GE lights, the green ones came from Smith's Marketplace / it's a Kroger store. The blue ones came from Home Depot. The red ones came from Home Depot. Same, the green over here came from Smith's Marketplace. These red up here came from Kmart, along with these multicolored. These green that you're looking at, they came from Walmart. These 140 in motion light show lights came from Kmart. And the lights that you are seeing on the hand railing also came from Smith's Marketplace. The red in the center of the windows came from Smith's Marketplace. The light bulbs on those came from around the window came from Smith's Marketplace, but the cord came from Home Depot. I didn't like the spacing on the Smith's Marketplace lights. I like 1 foot, 11 inches to 1 foot. And the cord on these lights, these spotlights, same size socket, the C9 socket, but there's a cord that came from Smith's Marketplace. I actually needed the cord because I've had a string of lights that I used last year, and the sockets were rotting because of the sun and the weather, the cold and the hot. And they've been stored outside for a while. And to give you an idea of how I lit this tree, I run a cord, my master cord. Well, my master cord is right over there where everything plugs in. But then I have another cord that splits in right over here. You probably can't see it. Well, I'm trying to find. Oops, wrong one. Down in here somewhere, and it splits to this tree and to this tree, and then it also goes over and runs the LED lights on this fence. And I have a cord that comes up here, and then every time, and then I have a 6-foot cord, with 3 outlets, as you can see right here. I don't know if you can see it very well. Yeah, right there. Going to every single branch. And there must be at least 1, 2, 3, 4 cords on this one, and there's 6 strings of yellow LED lights. Over here, same idea. Cord comes over from over there, over here. That's an adapter, one of those plastic 3 outlet ones. That's colored green. And then I have a brown cord that goes over here and plugs in over here. One cord that runs up there and one cord that runs over down over here somewhere, right down there. And then the lights that you see over on those fences, over on the fence, the other side of the carport, the green ones, green and blue and multicolored, are GE. The purple ones are Smith's Marketplace. They're store brand. Tell you, the only problem I've had with my GEs is that one of the sockets is split, and I had to use a cable tie, and I think one of the strings didn't light. I think. No, it lit. I thought it didn't, but it did. And one year I ran one of the blues without a light in the socket. Now the Walmart strings, I have a few of the, I have 4 of those. I believe they're called MM5. And I've had 2 strings where half the string went out. The green ones, so far I haven't had any problems with. The Kmart strings, they're new this year. But I've had my GE ones since about the end of 2008. And just so you know, all my LEDs are running off of one cord, and the incandescents are also running off of a separate cord. Okay, and let me clarify one thing: the ones that are in the front yard, and on the main house are off of one cord. The ones in the back, because I have roof lights on the C7, I have to run them off of 2 extension cords. The LEDs, all the LEDs I could run off of one cord, but I decided to split them up just because of the roof lights are my traditional C9 incandescents. I'm going to pause the video and show you and give you a personal tour of the back. Here is the backyard and my lights on the shed. That's currently what I'm calling this. It's just a shed. I have the blue lights on the inside of the window. But as you can see, I use these green lights are from Modern Display, and I decided to switch to red and rotate, change. I can't find the right words. Go from red to green on both up and down, up on the roof line and and down here. Half of it goes down and then split. Okay, half of it goes down and then changes to green. And I did the same thing up front. But I decided to use my red right here. I decided to use white cord. Kind of be a little old-fashioned, kind of like when you pick up a bunch of lights and you're like, oh, you just get what you can find. I just decided, because I like the white, kind of makes it more Christmassy, at least what I think. And okay, now back to the side. But these are more of my Walmart lights. Okay, there's my dog. As you can see him. And the lights, these yellow lights are They're from a place called Sprinkler Supply Company. They're only 25, and if you can't tell, they're actually yellow. They have a different connection instead of your standard just plug in with a piggyback. I like them because that's just one string of lights. If it goes out, the whole string goes out, and I've only had one problem with one string